CIET NCERT presents audiobook Curiosity, Textbook of Science for Grade 7.
Page number 7, Chapter 2, Exploring Substances, Acidic, Basic and Neutral. On this page, QR code is given. By using that QR code, we can access to additional resources. On 28 February, the school hosted a science fair to celebrate National Science Day. At the entry gate, siblings Ashwin and Kirti were greeted with a white sheet of paper. They were curious to know why a sheet of paper was given to them. A few steps ahead, there was a volunteer spraying a liquid on these sheets of paper. The siblings also got their white sheets sprayed. To their surprise, the words "Welcome to the wonderful world of science" appeared on the papers the moment liquid was sprayed. It is given in figure 2.1. In this figure, the school is celebrating National Science Day. Explore, inquire, enjoy. They were excited and eager to know how this happened and the reason behind it. Their curiosity was partly satisfied at the colorful world of substances stall. They saw many activities showing color changes on mixing different substances. They decided to explore these changes further. Let us join them on this learning adventure. Page number 8. 2.1 Nature, a Science Laboratory. 2.1.1 Litmus as an Indicator. Activity 2.1 Let us explore. Point 1 Collect samples of lemon juice, soap solution, amla juice, tamarind water, vinegar, baking soda solution, lime water, tap water, washing powder solution, sugar solution and salt solution. Point 2 Take a strip of blue litmus paper and cut it into small pieces. Point 3 Spread these pieces on a clean and dry white tile. Point 4 Using a dropper, put one drop of each of the samples, one by one, on these litmus paper pieces as given in figure 2.2a. In this figure, a girl is dropping some drops of solutions on litmus sheets. Point 5. Do you observe any change in the color of the blue litmus pieces? Point 6. Record your observations in table 2.1. Point 7. Repeat the same activity with pieces of red litmus paper as given in figure 2.2b and record your observations in table 2.1. In figure 2.2b, the boy is doing the same activity. He is dropping the drops of these solutions on red litmus paper. How to prepare lime water? Do not confuse lime water with the word lime, which is a fruit similar to lemon. Lime water, solution of calcium hydroxide in water, can be easily prepared by mixing lime, chuna, that is calcium oxide, in water and leaving it undisturbed for some time, say an hour. Filter the liquid into another container and use it as lime water. Page number 9. Table 2.1. Testing the nature of samples with blue and red litmus papers. Sample lemon juice. When the drops of lemon juice poured on the blue and red litmus paper, lemon juice, being acidic in nature, converts the blue color of litmus paper to red. Sample number 2 soap solution. Soap solution, being basic in nature, converts the color of red litmus paper to blue. Sample number 3 amla juice. Amla juice, being acidic in nature, converts the color of blue litmus paper to red. Sample number 4 tamarind water. Tamarind water, being acidic in nature, converts the color of blue litmus paper to red. Sample number 5 vinegar. Vinegar, being acidic in nature, converts the color of blue litmus paper to red. Sample number 6 baking soda solution. Baking soda solution, being basic in nature, converts the color of red litmus paper to blue. Sample number 7, lime water. Lime water, being basic in nature, converts the color of red litmus paper to blue. Tap water. Tap water, being neutral in nature, does not change the color of red litmus paper or blue litmus paper when poured on these two litmus papers. Washing powder solution. Washing powder solution, being basic in nature, converts the color of red litmus paper to blue. Sugar solution. Sugar solution, being neutral in nature, does not change the color of any of the red or blue litmus papers. Salt solution. Salt solution, being neutral in nature, does not change the color of any of the red or blue litmus paper. Similarly, if we take sample of any other acidic or basic solutions, if the solution is acidic, then it will change the color of the blue litmus paper to red, and if the solution is basic, it will change the color of the red litmus paper to blue. Now, let us analyze table 2.1 and sort the samples into 3 groups as follows. Group A, with samples that turn the blue litmus paper to red. Group B, with samples that turn the red litmus paper to blue. Group C, with samples that do not affect either of the two litmus papers. Record the data in Table 2.2. Table 2.2, grouping of samples tested in Table 2.1. Group A, samples that turn the blue litmus paper to red, which were acidic, will come in Group A. Group B, samples that turn the red litmus paper to blue, which were basic, will come in Group B. Group C, with samples that do not affect either of the two litmus papers. They were neutral, will come in Group C. Page number 10. On the left-hand side of the page, a figure is given in which Kirti is thinking, I am curious to know, what are these red and blue litmus paper strips made of? Why do they change color when drops of some samples are put on them? Let us find out. Litmus is a natural substance obtained from lichens. It is available both as a solution and in the form of paper strips known as litmus paper. The litmus paper is available in two colors, blue and red, as given in figure 2.3. In figure 2.3, red and blue litmus strips are given. Substances that turn blue litmus paper to red are acidic in nature, while those that turn red litmus paper to blue are basic in nature. Since litmus shows different colors in acidic and basic solutions, it is called an acid-base indicator. Some other substances, both natural and synthetic, can also be used as indicators. Synthetic indicators are made in laboratories, and you will learn more about them in higher grades. Holistic lens. Lichens are formed by the association of two living organisms, a fungus and an alga. They grow on rocks and trees in regions that have abundant rainfall and clean air. Do you find lichens on trees in your neighborhood? Pictures are given along with the text. A child is sitting on a wheelchair with binoculars in his hand. He is observing a tree on which lichens are grown. Now, let us classify the substances sorted in Group A, Group B, and Group C in Table 2.2. Point 1. The substances in Group A, such as lemon juice, amla juice, tamarind water, and vinegar, turn the blue litmus paper to red, implying that these substances are acidic in nature. Point 2. The substances in Group B, such as soap solution, baking soda solution, lime water, and washing powder solution, turn the red litmus paper to blue. Hence, these substances are basic in nature. Point 3. The substances in Group C, such as tap water, sugar solution, and salt solution did not change the color of either litmus paper. Can you predict their nature? These substances are said to be neutral because they are neither acidic nor basic. Page number 11. Activity 2.2. Let us relate and explore. Are all substances in Group A of Table 2.2 edible? Have you ever tasted these edible substances? Can you recall their taste? You will find that all these substances taste sour. Thus, we can say that substances that taste sour tend to contain acids and are acidic in nature. Caution! Do not taste anything until asked to do so. Do not taste any unknown substance. Some common edible substances and the names of the most common acids present in them are given in figure 2.4. This figure contains a fruit basket, out of which there is an orange which has citric acid, there is an amla which contains ascorbic acid or citric acid, there is raw mango which contains tartaric acid, and there are tomatoes which contains citric acid and oxalic acid. Figure 2.4. The most common acids present in some edible substances. Find out and write the names of the most common acids present in the following substances: lemon, empty space, curd, empty space, tamarind, empty space, and vinegar, empty space. Now let us take one of the substances, baking soda solution, from Group B. Rub the baking soda solution between your fingers. What do you observe? It feels soapy or slippery. Basic substances are generally slippery to touch. Also, bases generally taste bitter, but everything that tastes bitter may not contain a base. For example, bitter gourd or karela possesses a bitter taste but is not basic in nature. On the right hand side of the page, an image is given. Ashwin is thinking, now I can check the nature of floor cleaning liquid using an indicator. On the left hand side of the page, an image is given, in which Kirti is thinking, if litmus is not available, are there some natural substances that can serve as acid-base indicators? Page number 12, 2.1.2, red rose as an indicator. You might have observed many colored flowers in your surroundings. Try making your indicators using these flowers. Activity 2.3, let us prepare. Point 1. Collect some fallen petals of red roses available in your surroundings. Figure 2.5 is given, in which a plant containing red roses is given. It is advised not to pluck flowers. You may pick petals of flowers fallen on the ground. Point 2. Take a fistful of the collected petals of red roses and wash them with water. Point 3. Crush the petals using a mortar and pestle. Point 4. Place them in a glass tumbler. Point 5. Pour some hot water into the glass tumbler to ensure that the crushed flower petals are completely immersed. Figure 2.6 is given, in which red rose petals immersed in hot water is given. Caution! Perform this step under the supervision of an adult. Point 6. Cover the glass tumbler with a lid. Wait for 5-10 minutes till the water becomes colored and filter it. Point 7. The filtrate, liquid after filtration, is the required flower extract to be used as an acid-base indicator. Figure 2.7 is given, in which test tube containing the red rose extract, the test tube is kept in the test tube stand. Activity 2.4. Let us find out. Point 1. Place 10-20 drops of the prepared red rose extract in each of the 2 small transparent bottles or test tubes. Mark them A and B. Page number 13. Point 2. Add 20-30 drops of lemon juice in test tube A and 20-30 drops of soap solution in test tube B with the help of droppers. Point 3. Observe and record any color changes to the extract in table 2.3. Figure 2.8 is given, in which the changes in color of the red rose extract on adding lemon juice and soap solution is given. Point 4. Repeat the same with the other samples used in activity 2.1 and record your observations in table 2.3. Table 2.3. Testing the nature of samples with red rose extract. Sample number 1, lemon juice. The color of the red rose extract after adding lemon juice changes to red, which shows that the nature of the substance is acidic. Sample number 2, soap solution. The color of the red rose extract after adding soap solution changes to green, which shows that the substance is basic in nature. Sample number 3, amla juice. The color of the red rose extract after adding amla juice changes to red, which shows that amla juice is acidic in nature. Similarly, we can take different samples and test its nature by using red rose extract as an indicator. Discuss your observations with your classmates. Point 1. Are the samples that change the color of the flower extract to a shade of red the same as those that change the color of blue litmus paper to red? Group A, table 2.2. Point 2. Are the samples that change the color of the flower extract to a shade of green the same as those that change the color of the red litmus paper to blue? Group B, table 2.2. Point 3. Are the samples that do not change the color of the flower extract the same as those that did not change the color of red and blue litmus papers? Group C, table 2.2. From the above activity, we can conclude that the red rose extract can also be used to test the nature of the substances. Hence, it is another example of an acid-base indicator. We can conclude that red rose extract seems to give red color in an acidic solution and green color in a basic solution. Can you now fill in the nature of the substances in table 2.3? Page number 14. We are sure that you will be excited about the above results. You may repeat the process of preparing the extract and testing substances with some vegetables, fruits or flowers such as beetroot, purple cabbage, turmeric, Indian blackberry or jamun, and red hibiscus gudhal flower. They can also act as an acid-base indicators. Fascinating facts. Hydrangea is a plant that grows in cooler climates and the Himalayan region and the northeastern states. It gives flowers of different colors depending on the nature of the soil. Acidic soil produces blue-colored flowers, whereas in basic soil, the flowers are pink or red. Can gardeners alter the color of hydrangea flowers by adjusting the acidic or basic nature of the soil? 2.1.3 Turmeric as an indicator. We have used blue and red litmus paper strips in activity 2.1. Can you also make paper strips with some other natural indicators? Find out by performing the following activity. Activity 2.5. Let us prepare. Point 1. Take a spoonful of turmeric or haldi in a petri dish or container and add a little water to make a paste. Figure 2.9a. You may also grind a piece of fresh turmeric. Point 2. Carefully dip a piece of filter paper in the turmeric paste until it gets yellow color. Point 3. Take it out and allow it to dry. Point 4. Cut this yellow paper into thin strips, which are used as turmeric paper. Figure 2.9b. Caution: perform this step under the supervision of an adult. In figure 2.9, the picture of turmeric paste is given, preparing turmeric paper, in which paste is applied on the sheet of paper, which is then cut in the paper strips. Page number 15. Using a dropper, put a drop of each of the samples used in activity 2.1, one by one, on separate pieces of turmeric paper. Record your observations in the table 2.4. Table 2.4. Testing the nature of samples with turmeric paper. Serial number, name of the sample, the color of the turmeric paper after putting a drop of the sample. Sample number 1, lemon juice. When the drops of the lemon juice are poured on turmeric paper, then the color of the turmeric paper does not change. Sample number 2. When the drops of the soap solution are poured on the turmeric paper, the color of turmeric paper changes to pink. Sample number 3, amla juice. When the drops of amla juice are poured on turmeric paper, the color of the turmeric paper does not change. Similarly, for sample number 4, if we take tap water, on pouring few drops of tap water on turmeric paper, the color of the turmeric paper does not change. What did you observe? Do all samples change the color of the turmeric paper? Group the samples which do not change the color of the turmeric paper. Compare them with the samples in Group A, Group B and Group C in Table 2.2. Can turmeric paper be used as an indicator for acidic substances? Discuss your observations with your classmates. Based on the observations, we can conclude that turmeric paper can be used to test basic substances. However, it cannot differentiate between the acidic and neutral substances. On the right-hand side of the page, an image is given. Ashwin is thinking, I got a curry stain on my white shirt and on applying soap, it changed its color. Wow! Now I know the reason. Fascinating facts. Why is turmeric known as golden spice? Turmeric is a member of the ginger family, which is grown in India and other countries. A common spice in daily households, it is being researched for benefits beyond the taste and color it provides to the food. In the Ayurvedic system of medicine, turmeric is considered to have numerous health benefits and is commonly used in several traditional home remedies. A figure is given in which Kirti is observing under lens the haldi. Page number 16. Ashwin created a greeting card to pay gratitude to his teacher on the day of Guru Purnima. He applied turmeric paste on white paper and dried it. He wrote his wishes in the teacher's mother tongue, Odia language, on the dried paper using one of the solutions tested in Table 2.4. Which solution can be used to write the message? His teacher applauded his creative use of this concept. A figure is given in which the note written by Ashwin is given. I respect my teacher as she nurtured curiosity within me and bestowed upon me the gift of learning. I bow my head in gratitude to her. Ashwin is thinking, are there any substances whose odor change on adding acidic or basic substances? There are some substances whose odor change in an acidic or basic medium. These are called olfactory indicators. Now let us explore more. Activity 2.6. Let us investigate. Point 1. Take some finely chopped onions in a container along with some strips of clean cotton cloth or filter paper. Point 2. Tightly close the container and leave it overnight. Point 3. Take 2 of the cotton cloth or filter paper strips from the container and check their odor. Point 4. Keep them on a clean surface and put a few drops of tamarind water on one strip and a few drops of baking soda solution on the other. Allow the drops to spread on the strips. Point 5. Check the odor again. Point 6. Do you notice any change in the odor of the onion strips before and after putting tamarind water and baking soda solution on them? Point 7. Note your observations. Point 8. Similarly, test the change in the odor with other acidic and basic substances and record your observations. Page number 17. Know a scientist. Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray, P.C. Ray, is known as the father of modern Indian chemistry. He earned a doctorate in chemistry from the United Kingdom and returned to India. He contributed towards advancing scientific research in India. He also established India's first pharmaceutical company, a company in the field of medicines, in 1901. He was a person rooted in Indian culture and knowledge traditions. Through his writings on the history of chemistry in India, he highlighted the achievements and expertise of ancient Indian scientists to the modern world. Ray, a social reformer, also advocated the use of the mother tongue as a medium of instruction in educational institutions. On the left-hand side of the page, an image of Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray is given. On the right-hand side of the page, a figure is given in which a girl is performing an experiment. 2.2. What happens when acidic substances mix with basic substances? Let us investigate by performing the following experiment. Activity 2.7. Let us experiment. Take 1 drop of lemon juice in a test tube and add around 20 drops of water to it. Observe the color. Point 2. Add a drop of blue litmus solution to it. Point 3. Do you observe any color change? Figure 2.10a is given, in which the color of the solution on adding blue litmus solution is given. Point 4. Slowly add drops of lime water to this test tube with the help of a dropper and swirl it well. Point 5. What do you observe? Is there any change in the color of the solution? Point 6. A stage comes when the color of the solution changes from red to blue. Figure 2.10b is given, in which the color of the solution on adding lime water changes from red to blue. Point 7. Again, add 1 drop of lemon juice to the above solution. Can you predict why there is a change in color? Page number 18. Initially, when a drop of blue litmus solution is added to the lemon juice solution, the color of the solution turns red. When lime water is added to this test tube, the color of the solution eventually changes from red to blue. This shows that the solution in the test tube is no longer acidic. Lime water has neutralized the effect of the acid. When the solution of an acid is mixed with the solution of a base in sufficient quantity, we find that the resulting solution is neither acidic nor basic. Such reactions are called neutralization reactions. In a neutralization reaction, salt and water are formed with the evolution of heat. Acid plus base gives salt plus water plus heat. There are many examples in everyday life where you can observe the use of neutralization processes. Let us find out. 2.3. Neutralization in daily life. Situation 1. Kirti was observing a butterfly in the garden with her hand resting on a tree trunk. Suddenly, a red ant bit her, leaving her skin red with stinging pain. Figure 2.11. Figure 2.11 is given on the left-hand side of the page, in which Kirti is observing a butterfly when suddenly an ant bit her hand, leaving her skin red with stinging pain. Her brother helped her by applying moist baking soda to the affected area, which relieved the pain. What do you think might be the reason for this? When an ant bites, it injects an acidic liquid or formic acid into the skin. The effect of the acid can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda, which is a base. What remedies do people use to treat ant bites in your region? Situation 2. On Farmers Portal, an online platform from the Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare, a query from a farmer states, "My plants are not growing well lately." After a detailed discussion, it was found that the excessive use of chemical fertilizers or substances added to soil to help plants grow better made the soil acidic. What remedy might be provided to him? When the soil is too acidic, the plants do not grow well. It can be treated with lime, which is a base. Figure 2.12. Figure 2.12 is given at the bottom on the left-hand side of the page, in which a farmer is applying base to the soil so that the neutralizing effect can be done. Page number 19. If the soil is basic, organic matter like manure and composted leaves are added to it. Organic matter releases acids that neutralize the basic nature of the soil. Sometimes the soil may be neutral, but the plants growing in it may still show poor health, which can be due to the deficiency of nutrients in the soil. Situation 3. Ashwin's friend Gurbir stays near an industrial area. He shared with him that the fish population in his neighborhood lake was declining day by day. What do you think might be the causes for this? It may be due to factory waste being released into the lake. If the factory waste is acidic in nature, what could be done to save the fish in the lake? The factory waste can be neutralized by adding basic substances before releasing into the lake. Let us wrap up. Now, can you explain why the words "Welcome to the wonderful world of science" appeared on Ashwin and Kirti's paper sheets when the liquid was sprayed on them? Do you think that one possibility could be using a turmeric solution for the spraying liquid and a soap solution for writing on the paper? In a nutshell, point 1. Substances around us may be classified as acidic, basic and neutral in nature. Point 2. Extracts of lichen, red rose, red hibiscus, purple cabbage, turmeric, etc. can be used to indicate the nature of substances. Point 3. Substances that show different colors in acidic and basic solutions are called acid-base indicators. Point 4. Acids turn the color of blue litmus to red. Bases turn the color of red litmus to blue. Point 5. Extract of red roses give red color in acidic solutions and green color in basic solutions. Point 7. The yellow color of turmeric turns red in basic solutions but remains unchanged in acidic and neutral solutions. Point 8. An acid and a base neutralize each other, forming salt and water along with the evolution of heat. Point 9. Many day-to-day problems like a red ant bite, acidic or basic nature of soil, and industrial waste can be attempted to be managed by the process of neutralization. A figure is given in which a boy is summarizing the chapter in a nutshell. Page number 20. Let us enhance our learning. Question number 1. A solution turns red litmus paper to blue. Excess addition of which of the following solution would reverse the change? Number 1. Lime water. Number 2. Baking soda. Number 3. Vinegar. And number 4. Common salt solution. Students, you have to find out the answer of this question. Question number 2. You are provided with 3 unknown solutions labeled A, B and C, but you do not know which of these are acidic, basic or neutral. Upon adding a few drops of red litmus solution to solution A, it turns blue. When a few drops of turmeric solution are added to solution B, it turns red. Finally, after adding a few drops of red rose extract to solution C, it turns green. Based on the observations, which of the following is the correct sequence for the nature of solutions A, B and C? Number 1. Acidic, acidic and acidic. Number 2. Neutral, basic and basic. Number 3. Basic, basic and acidic. And number 4. Basic, basic and basic. Question number 3. Observe and analyze figures 2.13, 2.14 and 2.15 in which red rose extract paper strips are used. Label the nature of solutions present in each of the containers. Figure 2.13, Figure 2.14 and Figure 2.15 are given, in which red rose extract strip is used for 3 solutions. Question number 4. In row 1, 3 indicators are given: red litmus, blue litmus and turmeric. In row 2, the changes were observed. When the liquid sample was tested with red litmus paper, no change was observed. When the same liquid sample was tested with blue litmus paper, it turned red. And when the same liquid sample was tested with turmeric indicator, no change in the color of the indicator was observed. Based on the tests, identify the acidic or basic nature of the liquid and justify your answer. On the left-hand side of the page, a figure is given in which a girl has some queries and she wants to figure out the answers of some of the questions like why, where, when, what if, what could, how long, which, can it, whose, what will happen, what should, what else, and why not. Page number 21. Question number 5. Manya is blindfolded. She is given 2 unknown solutions to test and determine whether they are acidic or basic. Which indicator should Manya use to test the solutions and why? Question number 6. Could you suggest various materials which can be used for writing the message on the white sheet of paper given at the beginning of the chapter? And what could be in the spray bottle? Make a table of various possible combinations and the color of the writing obtained. Question number 7. Grape juice was mixed with red rose extract. The mixture got a tint of red color. What will happen if baking soda is added to this mixture? Justify your answer. Question number 8. Kirithi wrote a secret message to her grandmother on her birthday using orange juice. Can you assist her grandmother in revealing the message? Which indicator would you use to make it visible? Question number 9. How can natural indicators be prepared? Explain by giving an example. Question number 10. 3 liquids are given to you. One is vinegar, another is a baking soda solution, and the third is a sugar solution. Can you identify them only using turmeric paper? Explain. Question number 11. The extract of red rose turns the liquid X to green. What will the nature of liquid X be? What will happen when excess of amla juice is added to liquid X? Question number 12. Observe and analyze the information given in the following flowchart. Complete the missing information. In the figure, a flowchart is given. In this flowchart, there is a top box which contains: imagine a garden with plants showing signs of poor health. Now this box is further divided into 2 boxes. The first box contains: the soil can be fill in the blank in nature. Similarly, the second box contains: the soil can be fill in the blank in nature. Now these 2 boxes are joining together in another box, which contains: Which indicator can be used to test the nature of the soil? Fill in the blank. This box is now further divided into two boxes. Box 1 contains the acidic soil can be treated with dash, and box 2 contains the basic soil can be treated with dash. On the right hand side of the page, an image is given in which a boy is climbing a ladder of curiosity, exploration, inquiry, discovery, and innovation. Page number 22. Dive deeper. Aman accidentally spilt vinegar on some pieces of an eggshell or marble and noticed bubbling. He then poured a soap solution on another piece of eggshell or marble, but no bubbles appeared. Why did bubbles occur with vinegar but not with soap solution? Exploratory projects. Number 1. Create rangoli using acidic or basic substances and natural indicators. Number 2. You may discuss in your class the acidic, basic, or neutral nature of water obtained from various sources. You may like to test the water samples available from sources such as rain, taps, rivers, etc. Number 3. Collect a soil sample of your area and find out whether it is acidic, basic, or neutral in nature. On the left-hand side of the page, a figure is given in which various interdisciplinary courses are given, like history, art, geography, society, technology, and economy. Chapter 2 ends here.
Curiosity. You were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of Science for Grade 7. Narration Sonika Saran. Sound recordists Virendra Rawat and Ekant Vashisht. Production assistant Arshad Ahmed. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.